Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week for mid-February 2024. You start off here with this Spider Spirit, and the Spider is a card of kind of like creating prosperity. The spider builds its web and it catches bugs, right? And it's all about kind of entering into a time where you are creating prosperity. It does represent other stuff, but just intuitively, that's really all I'm getting. Like I feel like for some of you, you have built a web already in your life. Like it could be your business or your career, or if you've established yourself in some way. And I kind of feel like this reading is saying that you have, because you've established yourself, you're increasing your prosperity. And look, it's like an amazing reading so far. So, there's definitely, sure, we'll take both. Why not? And there you go. That's pretty interesting. Both of these cards here, Five of Wands and that Scorpion, they can both represent competition, or kind of like entering into a competition or something like that. So some of you could be doing that, but you start off here with this Knight of Wands here. Some of you could be experiencing a heartbreak. I don't know. I think love has been hard for Virgo. Did I say Scorpio at the beginning of the reading? I don't know. I might be losing my mind today, but whatever. Virgo. I hope I didn't say Scorpio at the beginning of this reading, and I don't know. We'll find out, right? I feel like for some of you, love has been hard, and this shows up in your astrology as well. And so, like, maybe you've had a hard time getting into a relationship, or you've had a lot of triggering moments regarding relationships. Like, I'm not even just getting in and out energy. The Knight of Wands can definitely represent in and out energy, a person who's inconsistent. Like, sure, maybe you have dealt with that, but I don't think that's really what this is saying. I think that this is more saying that you have gone through a healing, or are going through a healing, or you've experienced some difficulties in regards to your love life, and this is something that you've had to heal through, or that you've had to go through over a period of time. The Three of Swords is a card of forgiveness. That Scorpion card at the end is also a card of forgiveness. So I feel for a lot of you, I actually feel like you are forgiving past situations, which is great. It looks like, by the way, if you are thinking about new love, there is clearly new love coming in for you here. Could be a water sign or a fire sign. Water and fire stand out to me. Could be a Scorpio, obviously. Could be any sign, general reading. But, I think that it's funny that I said Scorpio. I mean, you not only do you have that Scorpion card, but you have the Phoenix. Traditionally, Scorpio was a Phoenix in astrology. So, again, you could be attracting a Scorpio into your life if you are looking for love. Obviously it could be any sign, general reading. But, again, like I said, I think you are healing here. If you already have love, by the way, this looks great. So if you already have love, looks fine. In the area of your thoughts, you have the Page of Cups. Like I said, this is like my secret admirer card. So again, you could be the secret admirer here, Virgo. Like, you could be interested in a person, or you could have a secret admirer, of course. Someone could be interested in you. Take it how it resonates, and you could be thinking about that person, but it is coming up in your thoughts, right? And, without getting too graphic here, you have the Ace of Wands, star. It's like, the Ace of Wands kind of says you want to jump someone's bones here. And, I think that could be going on. Some of you could be thinking about a person that you see as a star. Again, the star doesn't have to be a famous person. It could just be a person that you see as really nice, right? Or someone who looks nice. So definitely. For others, for all of you, I should say, this could also be a new beginning, like a new dream. The Page of Cups, I always say that fish might not exist. We don't actually know if that fish is real or fake, just part of his imagination. So clearly you are dreaming of some sort of dream, going to the star, something that you want to accomplish, something you want to create in your life. And I feel for a lot of you, you are like working towards creating something. You have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is moving on to calmer shores. So I feel there are just general improvements in your life right now in general. It doesn't feel so heavy to me, the energy in your readings lately. And so, it doesn't surprise me that a lot of you have maybe been creating some improvements, or you've been seeing improvements in your life, or there are things that you've done to create more improvements in your life. Take it how it resonates. But I feel for a lot of you, you are kind of like creating improvements here, or you're experiencing improvements. Like I said, Six of Swords is moving on to calmer shores. So I think there are a lot of improvements here. You have the High Priestess showing up in the past position. The High Priestess represents needing to trust your intuition, and it's coming up in the past position, which is the energy that you are moving past. So again, this is, believe it or not, Virgo, this is another card that really says to me that you have experienced some tough lessons. So why do I feel that way on the High Priestess? I feel that way because I think a lot of your lessons have come from moments when you like knew better or maybe after something challenging happened in your life, you thought to yourself like, oh, I knew better than to let this happen, or I knew better than to do X, Y, Z. It's almost like you knew that you should have done something better in your life or something different. And so it's almost like you've learned to trust your intuition, or you've had to learn to trust your intuition. I also feel like you've had to learn how to see potential. The High Priestess, she has no roof over her head, and it kind of represents unlimited potential. And so I feel, but what I'm getting here is that maybe you've like missed opportunities, or you've looked past certain things that had a lot of potential, and you feel like you missed out on things. I don't think we miss out on anything in life, by the way, but you could feel that way, right? And so you feel that way, but this is a good thing, because if that never happened, you would have never learned to trust your intuition in the first place. And so I kind of feel like you've had a lot of moments where you've learned to trust your intuition. You have this Phoenix card, really nice. This card, of course, represents a rebirth. It also represents freedom from your past, and that is definitely popping into my head. I think that this right here says that you are free from past challenges, difficulties, or, difficult lessons that you've had to learn. And I feel like I don't know that you're like releasing past lessons. I think that you are, it's like you're free from past lessons. So I think that there are difficult things that you have gone through, and it's almost like you are allowed, the universe is saying you are allowed to completely release this. There you go. In the area of your very near future, you have the Ace of Wands. Like, again, I do feel like you could be really into a person. I'm not calling you out here, but I think maybe some of you have it bad for a person, right? You want to jump someone's bones here. So I don't know, go for it is what I would say there. But, definitely could be a very passionate connection. I feel like I only say things I feel. And like, yes, the Ace of Wands can represent that, but I like rarely feel that on the Ace of Wands. But again, I'm feeling it heavy that you could be really interested in a person. Again, if you haven't met a person, you're about to meet a person that you're really interested in. For others, I feel this is a new direction. Every single reading that I do for you, there's some sort of transformation. Ace of Wands is my favorite card in the tarot. It's out with the old, in with the new. The reason, people always ask me, why is Ace of Wands my favorite? And the answer is because I think that the Ace of Wands is sometimes that one thing we need to motivate us to do something new with our lives, or it's kind of like that spark of hope, that spark of inspiration that sometimes we need to move forward in the right direction. So I feel like it's like you are getting that spark, that, you are getting that initial kind of moment of enlightenment, or whatever you want to call it, where you're understanding like what direction to move in. And again, so there could be like a new beginning coming in for you here. You have this Black Egg card, and the Black Egg is a card of kind of like speaking your truth. I think Pisces also have this card as well, which is pretty interesting. So, you two are very similar always in my readings. And what I would say here is that I think that it's time for you to speak your truth, or you could be kind of like playing around with your truth. Not saying like, oh, you're a liar, right? What I am saying is it's like, I think sometimes that we do need to figure out what our truth is. Like, we need to go have experiences to figure out what experiences fulfill us in the first place, because those are the things that are our truth. But again, if we don't have the experiences, then we don't know what our truth is. I think the problem is where people go go do something that they don't want to do. Like, they get a career, which could be an experience that they hate, and they don't change it. And so I kind of feel like you are changing things. Like, you are doing more things that you love to do. And that's what I mean by your authentic truth with the Black Egg card. Like, you're not holding back is kind of the energy I get here. It's like Virgo unleashed, right, is what this reading is saying. You have the Star. And the Star, this is coming up in the area of your next few months. I feel like you could, number one, be attracting a star, not necessarily a famous person, like I said. I think that this is more talking about a person that you really look up to, or that you really, like someone's energy that you really enjoy. Let's put it that way. I also feel that for some of you could be going through healing. Maybe you had some tower moments in the past. You have that Phoenix card. I look at the tower as like a Phoenix rising type situation. The tower gets reduced down to its foundation, and then we always rebuild it like 10 times stronger after, right? After the tower. The star is after the tower. So some of you could be rebuilding after some tower moments. For others, for all of you, I really feel like just a really great energy over the next few months where you could be working towards something great, something that you're building or creating. Having a North Star could be something creative and something that brings a lot more hope like into your life. You have the Lovers here. Definitely could be love. This is coming up in the area of your closest relationships. So for those of you that want love, this could be love coming in for you. Like I said, could be a Scorpio, could be a fire sign, could be any sign, general reading. So take it how it resonates. I even think for some of you, it could be a Gemini as well. Could be another Virgo for some of you I'm getting, but I don't know. Like I said, take it how it resonates. This would be a perfect match. It's coming up in your closest relationships. So you could meet this person through close relationships as well. You could meet this person through like friends or family or something like that. I feel that in the area of your closest relationships, you could be, kind of moving in new directions in regards to the relationships in your life. So we're talking about like the people in your life, the people you surround yourself with, and all that other stuff. I feel that you could be, basically, you like what I'm saying is you could be kind of moving away from some people and moving closer to other people. Sorry, I'm choking. And, I think that it's this is like a good thing. I think you're surrounding yourself with the right people. Let's put it that way. You have the Ace of Pentacles, which is like a big opportunity coming in for you. This is coming up in the area of your next few months. What I would really say is that the Ace of Pentacles is about nurturing something into existence. The Ace of Pentacles I look at as like a garden. It's something that you have to take care of. It's something that you really have to nurture and kind of raise up into existence. And so I think that some of you are doing that. Let's take a sip of water here, Virgo. And, I feel like you are kind of really nurturing something that you are trying to grow. Again, the Ace of Pentacles is like a seed, like a garden as well, and you have to nurture it. For your outcome here, you have the Five of Wands and the King of Wands. I do feel that there could be, some of you could be dealing with some sort of competition, but it's like a good thing. This could say that you are winning some sort of competition, or if you are entering into a competitive environment, again, this could be a good thing. It could say that you're finding success in a competitive environment. Same thing with the Scorpion here. The Scorpion can also say that you're entering into a competitive environment. I also feel that some of you could be attracting a person where there is a lot of competition for the person with the Five of Wands here, but again, it could be something that is going to work out very well for you. Again, with the Scorpion, I think that some of you could be dealing with competition. I kind of feel like this card is encouraging you or saying something about make sure that you don't isolate yourself as well. So if you're finding yourself like isolating yourself or not spending time with people or whatever, I do feel it's saying be more social. With the Knight of Wands and the Three of Swords, you have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords says that there are many ways to do anything. She is thinking this or that, but there is a third place back here. I always say Two of Swords is my card of third place solutions. So I feel like you just need to stay open to as many solutions as you possibly can. Going to this third place here, doing something different with your life is going to lead to a lot more success. With the Page of Cups, you have the World. Yeah, I think you're opening up to the world. Like I said, it's like Virgo Unleashed. I think I said that on the Star card. I feel like some of you could be the star. It's like you're getting more attention or stepping out into public. The World is a card of stepping out into the world. It's a card of accomplishments as well. You could be also thinking of a person from a distance. So if you're looking for love, this could be like a long distance connection, or you could be about to get into one, or there could be travel involved. And, again, if you're doing that sort of thing, then it looks good to me. So there you go. It could be an Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or a Leo as well that's coming in for you. So I think you always get those signs anyway. But there you go. I also feel like some of you are thinking about an accomplishment. And if you're trying to accomplish something where there is competition, again, it looks like you are going to accomplish something. And with the Six of Swords, you have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is a card of stability, and it's a card of creating more stability. It's coming up in the area of your foundation, this bottom card here. And so I actually like the Four of Pentacles in the area of the foundation because it says you're building a solid foundation. And obviously that is a good thing. That is not a bad thing to create to build or to be creating a solid foundation. So, there you go. With the High Priestess, you have two cards here. You have the Hermit and the Six of Swords. Sorry, I thought I switched cameras. I didn't. So you have the Hermit and the Six of Swords. It's funny that you show up in the past position here as the Hermit because, again, you have that Phoenix card. It's literally saying that you are the one that is changing. You are undergoing some sort of great change or some sort of difference. Six of Swords is moving on to calmer shores. So you are clearly heading towards some improvements or you're creating improvements in your life. And this looks really, really good to me. I think that you are heading in a very good direction here, Virgo, and it's going to lead to a lot of success. With the Ace of Wands, you have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is about being spoiled for choice. So you have a lot of options, but the Seven of Cups is really about, with the Ace of Wands, I think that you're thinking about one thing. I didn't even notice this. I don't know how I missed this, but you have two aces right here. Two aces is a definite yes to any question I didn't answer, but the Ace of Wands is kind of like one thing. The Seven of Cups, he might be thinking of one thing, but he is thinking about all the good things and the bad things that could happen, if he started his project or, if he got moving on something. So there are good things and bad things in these cups. But the thing about the Seven of Cups is like good things and bad things can always happen, but you're not going to know unless you get started. So it's like you have to get started to figure out it, to know what good or bad things, if something is going to be good or bad. So it kind of says like, don't assume that you know what the outcome of something is going to be. Allow the universe to surprise you. So there you go. With the Star, you have the Three of Wands. What are you waiting for? The Star can be about having a North Star, having something that you want to accomplish in your life. And so the Three of Wands basically says, what are you waiting for? It's time to go for it. It's time to, take action on something that you want to do, be, have, create, whatever the case may be. So, I would get moving here with this Three of Wands. I think you'll be very successful with the Star. Sorry, I wanted to do this with the Star and the Three of Wands. And like I said, Virgo Unleashed, right? That's what we're going to title this reading because the Star is about, shining your inner light. The Three of Wands is about getting out into the world. Three of Wands can say your ships are coming in, but really the ships, I always say the ships are pointing out of the harbor on the Three of Wands. It really represents kind of expanding yourself, going on this journey of expansion. With the Lovers, you have the Justice card. Some of you, I feel like, could be dealing with a legal matter in regards to love, so like a divorce, obviously. That's only going to be for some of you, and I feel there will be justice here, of course, with this card, if it wants to focus. For others, I feel that you are getting into a balanced connection, or there is a balanced connection coming in for you. I kind of feel it's kind of interesting. This is going to sound weird, but I'm just going to say it anyway. Take it how it resonates, right? I'm sure someone's going to take this the wrong way, but it's almost like you've been interested in a person for a while, and maybe that's unusual for you, right? Maybe you lose interest in people faster than other people or something like that. And again, not a criticism. I'm sure someone's going to say, how dare you say that about me? Whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, get over yourself, right? But what I would say here is that, again, I think that there's like someone that you've been interested in more or something like that. I don't know. It's popping into my head. Whatever it is, I think that this could be good for you, Virgo. Obviously, it's not a bad thing. This is going to be something that's going to be really good for you. There you go. With the Page of Pentacles, with the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, it could be a new person and where there's a lot of growth. Could be another Earth sign, like a Taurus or a Virgo or a Capricorn, coming in for you. So there you go. I think there needs to be communication and love if you want it. So there could be a need for you to communicate with a person or to get moving here. I also feel this could just be good news or just something new that you're working on. The Ace of Pentacles can just be something new. The Page of Pentacles could be something new that you're working on. With the Five of Wands and the King of Wands, are you kidding? You have the King of Wands. I feel like some of you could be attracting a King of Wands type person. Someone who's entrepreneurial, hardworking. I look at the King of Wands as very nurturing as well. He really nurtures things into existence. There's a lot of evidence, I would say, attached to the King of Wands as well. And it doesn't matter, whatever gender you're attracted to here with the King of Wands, just describing their energy. I always look at the King of Wands as a person who has evidence, meaning they say something and they can prove it. They can back it up, right? So it's like a person who says something, they do it, or a person who, they say they have a business and they actually do. They're not like, there's a lot of people out there that are like, I'm an entrepreneur, but they live in their mama's basement, not criticizing. I've been there, right? I was there. But so everybody starts somewhere. So not a criticism, but at the same time, I think you want the real thing. And, this could be someone who says something and they do it, plain and simple. So love it. That looks amazing. You could also be very entrepreneurial or like working really hard at this time. Looks really good. Let's see. You have this caution card. I think that you are being too cautious is what this is saying. I feel like you need to take bigger risks, especially Three of Wands. Three of Wands says if you have your eye on something, go for it. Like if there's a goal, a wish, a dream, something that you're trying to build, like, don't play it too safe. Like, get moving. You have this discovery card. We see a lot of travel adventure here. Some of you could just be traveling or going on adventures. Some of you, world. We have the even the Ace of Wands and the Three of Wands. So Six of Swords twice showing up in your reading here. Definitely could be like travel or traveling. You have this riches card. Yes, like I definitely see, like if you're working on a business, money. If you're attracted to a person who has a business, money for sure. And it doesn't even have to be money. This could just be any type of abundance that's coming in for you. So, that looks amazing for sure. You have this Quarrel card. I would be careful of people who cause problems in your life just in general. Although I think there is freedom from the past. Like I said with that Phoenix card, you are clearly setting yourself free from something. Maybe that was a fight in the past. You have this resourcefulness card. Every single person I read for, every single person, gets something about needing to be resourceful, needing to tap into your resources. Comes up for everybody. So, clearly we're in a time of resourcefulness. But this looks really, really good, Virgo. I love where this is going. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.